Hi, I'm Kat, and welcome to Kat's Cooking Corner. Today we are going to be making baked apple cider donuts. For this recipe, you will need apple cider, flour, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, apple pie spice, salt, unsalted butter, egg, brown sugar, milk, and vanilla. You will also need sugar, cinnamon, apple pie spice, and unsalted butter for the topping, as well as various measuring and mixing utensils and a donut pan. The very first step is to reduce our apple cider. So we want to take 1.5 cups of apple cider, and pour it into a small saucepan. Then on low heat, we will let this simmer for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, just until it reduces down to about 1/2 cup. If you're using a gas stove like I am, you will want your flames to be approximately like this. You will want to stir the apple cider occasionally, but it's not a constant need. While we're waiting for the apple cider to reduce, we can go ahead and start prepping our butter and get our dry ingredients put together. So for the main donuts, we need 2 tablespoons. And I like the butter that actually comes in sticks where it has the little marks. I've used both kinds where you get the big 1-pound block and you have to figure it all out yourself, but I like this. It's much easier. So you just cut off what you need. Put it in a microwave safe dish, and then we will put that in the microwave here in a moment. For the topping, we need another 6 tablespoons, so that's the rest of the stick. And it can go into another microwave safe dish, and when we're ready to start the topping, we will put it in the microwave as well. You only need to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds and it will be melted. But we're going to wait on that because right now we're just working on our dry ingredients. So the first thing we need is 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. Nice level scoop. 1 cup. And 2 cups. Okay. Then we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So basically 1/4. Now we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice. If you don't have apple pie spice, you can use equal parts cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. Then we need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We want to take and whisk this all together. And set it aside. Right now we are still waiting on the apple cider to reduce. Give it a quick little stir here. It's only been about 7 minutes though, so it's still going to be a while before it's anywhere near where it needs to be. Okay, the apple cider has been on the stove for about 14 minutes so far. Still not ready, but we can go ahead and start getting our wet ingredients together. So the first thing we want is the 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which I put in the microwave and melted. One egg. A 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And a 1/2 cup of regular sugar. Cup of milk. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Go ahead and kind of whisk this part together. We are still waiting on the apple cider though. side. While we continue to wait, we can go ahead and get our donut pan prepped. Just need to spray it down. There's no stick spray. Like I like to do, I always take a paper towel and just kind of make sure that every surface that needs the coating is coated. That way you don't have extra, make your whatever you're baking greasy, and you also don't have areas that aren't coated where they stick. Now would also be the time to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. The apple cider is starting to finally reduce. We're sitting at 20 minutes now. I think it needs a few minutes longer though. It's still over half a cup in there. Okay, the apple cider has finished reducing. Now we need to remove it from the heat and let it set for 10 minutes to cool before actually adding it to the other wet ingredients. Try to get all the cinnamon stuff that has attached to the sides of the pan off and back into the apple cider here. And it took roughly 25 minutes to do this. While we're waiting for the apple cider to cool down now, we can take a zip top sandwich bag or freezer bag or whatever and cut the corner out. We'll use this as a piping bag to put the donut batter into the pan. Okay, now we are ready to add the apple cider to the liquid mixture. Should whisk it up really good so that everything is combined. And then we take the liquid and we pour it into the dry. And then we whisk it all together until the batter is smooth. pan back over here. Now we want to fill the bag that we prepared with the batter. Oops, this will be messy. Part of the batter in. So off the top, get it ready. And then you just pipe it into the donut spots. Try not to overfill the slots. Try to get the rest of this batter into this bag. Obviously, it's not being very cooperative with me today. That's not going to work. Is the last of the batter. That there. Oh. Nine. Okay. This batter is not cooperating with me today. But that's one thing. Cooking, baking isn't meant to be nice, neat, and pretty. Finished product, yeah, you kind of want it to look good, but when you're actually making it, you're going to make messes. It's just a fact. So, okay. Okay, had to go wash my hands real quick, but now we are ready. Just kind of want to drop the pan a few times, get any air bubbles out, kind of smooth out the batter. Like I said, typically I don't have that many problems. It's like it knew I was doing a video today, so it had to be complicated. But once you have them all in, then you put them in the oven. Okay, so you want to leave them in the oven for about 10 minutes. Sometimes you have to let them cook a little longer, but usually they are finished at 10 minutes. While we wait for the donuts to finish cooking, we will prepare the topping or coating, whatever. For this, we need 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So again, 3/4 is a half and a quarter. And then 3/4 teaspoon of apple pie spice. And we whisk it all together. Okay, and whoops, we move the sugar out of the way. The donuts should be done. And set the coating aside. Got a couple little hot mats. Move the cat out of the way. Pull the donuts out of the oven. There we go. Okay, we'll want to let them cool for about 5 minutes before we actually start working with them. Once they've cooled where you can actually handle them, then we'll take them out of the pan. And, well, I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, now we're ready to start coating the donuts. They're cool enough that I can handle them. So first thing is you dip both sides of the donut into your melted butter. Then you drop them into the sugar, cinnamon, spice mixture. Really basic and simple. You do this with every donut, of course. There should be enough, because this is 6 tablespoons of butter. Should be enough for all of them, but you may have to melt some more butter. You may have to mix up some more of the coating. And of course, donuts are not complete without coffee. Oops. So to go with our apple cider donuts, I'm going to make apple pie spice coffee. This I simply use Folgers coffee. You can use whatever brand of plain coffee you like, but I prefer Folgers. This is a 12-cup coffee maker, so I'm going to put about 2 scoops of coffee in. Then I'm going to take my apple pie spice, and sprinkle it on top of the coffee. You don't want a lot. There's probably, if you actually wanted to measure it, probably about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. Then add your water. I always use bottled water because, well, city water has that funky chlorinated taste, and I just prefer bottled water. Then go. In a few minutes, we will have a pot of apple pie spice coffee. Thank you for watching today's episode of Kat's Cooking Corner. If you would like to see more recipes, please subscribe